Those 70-mile-per-hour winds that swept through Topeka Friday not only knocked down limbs and trees, it also knocked off and misplaced some of the birds and squirrels that lived in them. 13's Kyle Mathis spoke with wildlife rescue experts about what they had in store and what you can do if you find wildlife in trouble.
Severe weather is as dangerous for wild animals as it is for humans. The animals, with nowhere to go, often get blown out of trees and lost. The Kansas Wildlife Rescue Hotline received numerous calls Friday about the misplaced animals.
One of the little guys that we got in was blown out of a tree and a cat brought it up to its owner. What happens is people find them, they call our hotline, we take them in and rehabilitate them. We do get a lot during this time with the winds blowing the little guys out of the trees. It's hard to find the nest to put them back, things like that.
Kansas Wildlife Rescue says it is best to exercise caution if picking up a wild animal at any time, let alone after a severe storm.
I always recommend caution when you're picking up any wild animal because, again, they are wild. They don't understand that we're trying to help them. So if you're picking up a small squirrel or something like that, small squirrel, a bunny, you might just put on a pair of garden gloves, something of that sort, and put them in a box, or just carefully just wrap them in a towel and set them in a box.
Rescuing a wild animal can be tricky, with a high chance the animal wasn't actually displaced and should be left alone.
Very often, the animal is right where it should be, doing exactly what it should be doing. When you know that there's a problem is if you see obvious injuries. For example, there's blood involved, or there's some part of the animal's body that you can tell is not correct, it's not right. If there's not an obvious injury, then there's a good chance that the animal is right where it's supposed to be, doing exactly what it is supposed to be doing.
In Topeka, Kyle Mathis, 13 News.
Cute little squirrel, but they are wild animals. Remember, you can reach the hotline at 785-575-1991. The Kansas Emergency Animal Hotline guarantees a response in an hour or less. A Topeka